I talk it out. We talking about Lil Baby in his restaurant. Lil Baby in his restaurant. I talk about a kid. You talking about me eating at somebody's restaurant.
Blueface didn't just speak. He erupted. Late last night, during a live stream nobody expected, he finally snapped and revealed the one thing he said he'd been holding back for months. The one detail about Chrisean Rock and Lil Baby that he swore he'd never expose. But the moment he said it, the internet split in half. Because according to Blueface, Chrisean wasn't just talking to Lil Baby. She wasn't just friends. She wasn't just networking. No, Blueface claims Chrisean was playing both sides, using Lil Baby as a weapon, a distraction, and a way to get under his skin. And the way he described it, it sounded far darker than fans ever imagined. He didn't just accuse her of cheating. He accused her of being a homewrecker, someone who stepped right into the middle of Baby's private world, knowing exactly what she was doing and enjoying the chaos. Blueface said she kept secrets, hid messages, lied about where she was, and acted innocent every time he confronted her, even though, according to him, she was already deep in conversations with Lil Baby behind the scenes. But the part that shocked everyone was when Blueface revealed the night everything changed. The night he found something in her phone that he said instantly destroyed every last bit of trust. The messages, the pictures, the timing, and the one audio note Lil Baby allegedly sent her that left Blueface staring at the screen in disbelief. And tonight, that full story is coming out. Because Blueface just exposed how Chrisean played with Lil Baby, how close she allegedly got, and how the fallout almost destroyed two households at the same time. What Chrisean did next? Even crazier. Before the world ever heard Blueface's late-night revelation, before the live stream meltdown, before Lil Baby's name became the nucleus of a scandal too explosive to ignore. There was a dangerous tension quietly building behind the scenes, a tension made of jealousy, ego, loyalty, betrayal, miscommunication, and two completely different versions of reality colliding like a car crash in slow motion. Because the truth is, Chrisean Rock and Blueface never had a normal relationship. Not in public, not in private, not even for a single day. Their dynamic was always raw, chaotic, unpredictable, and emotionally nuclear. They fought hard, loved harder, and destroyed each other in ways that only they fully understood. And when you add a third powerhouse name into that already volatile mix, someone with money, status, influence, and millions of people watching his every move, the outcome was never going to be peaceful. It was going to be war. But to really understand why Blueface's revelation hit the internet like an earthquake, you have to go back to the beginning. Back to the first moment Lil Baby's name ever appeared in their story. It started innocently. A DM, a friendly comment, a picture liked at the wrong time. Chrisean told Blueface there was nothing to worry about. She said Baby was cool people, said he respected her, said he wasn't like that. And Blueface, already struggling with trust issues, felt something in his chest tighten, not because Lil Baby is Lil Baby, but because of what Chrisean didn't say. She didn't explain why she replied so fast. She didn't explain why she kept the messages short. She didn't explain why she suddenly started hiding her notifications. And Blueface noticed everything. At first, he tried to convince himself it wasn't serious. Rappers network all the time. People collaborate. Contacts get exchanged. But the vibe was off. The energy wasn't normal. It didn't feel like business. It felt like something she didn't want him to see. Then came the night that changed everything. Chrisean had been acting distant, distracted, glued to her phone the entire evening. Blueface said she kept smiling at messages that she insisted were not important, but it wasn't the smile that bothered him. It was the way she flipped her phone face down every time he walked past. He'd seen that behavior before from people hiding things, and once that instinct activates, there's no turning it off. Tension built slowly over days. Blueface asked her twice what was going on. She snapped at him both times. "It's nothing. Why you always trying to start something?" That's when he knew People don't get defensive unless there's something worth defending. Meanwhile, the streets were talking, quietly, indirectly. People in studios whispered. Producers smirked. A few rappers hinted that Lil Baby was too friendly with Chrisean at an event. Someone told Blueface, yo, Baby was asking about her earlier. And when gossip starts brewing in the industry, it spreads fast. Everyone hears something. Everyone adds something. And when you're already insecure, already stressed, already fighting battles at home, those rumors become gasoline on an open flame. But here's the part nobody knew at the time. Lil Baby wasn't just popping up out of nowhere. He had allegedly reached out more than once. He had allegedly shown more interest than people realized. And according to Blueface, Chrisean wasn't shutting it down. She was entertaining it. She wasn't cheating. She wasn't hooking up. But she was playing a game, a dangerous game, one where she liked the attention, liked the validation, liked how it made Blueface jealous. Because to her, it was payback, revenge, a tiny slice of control in a relationship where she always felt powerless. Blueface had embarrassed her publicly so many times. Arguments, breakups, side chicks, baby mama drama, humiliation after humiliation. And now here was Lil Baby. Someone with status equal to or higher than Blueface showing interest in her. She didn't have to sleep with him to feel powerful. All she had to do was respond. This was the emotional battlefield they were walking on long before the scandal exploded online. And beneath all the arguments, all the jealousy, all the accusations, there was something deeper, something Blueface never admitted until the live stream. He was scared, not of losing her, not of Lil Baby, but of looking foolish publicly. Because once the internet thinks your girl is entertaining someone richer, bigger, and more respected than you, the whole world starts laughing. Your masculinity gets attacked. Your reputation gets shredded. And in the rap world, humiliation spreads faster than music. So when Blueface went through her phone one night, the night he said he felt something was off in his bones, he didn't find definite proof of cheating, but he found something worse. Screenshots, messages, inside jokes, voice notes, and one picture of Chrisean that she never posted publicly, but somehow ended up in Lil Baby's inbox. That was the moment Blueface said he felt his heart drop to his shoes. He confronted her immediately. She denied everything. Then she cried. Then she screamed. Then she blamed him. It was emotional chaos, the kind only their relationship knows how to create. And that's when Blueface made the decision he said he regrets to this day. He didn't tell the internet, he didn't tell fans, he didn't call out Lil Baby publicly. He sat on it, he swallowed it. He let the world think he was the problem. He was the villain. He was toxic. He hid the truth to protect her. But last night, he finally snapped. He finally told the internet exactly how deep Chrisean went. And what Lil Baby really said in that voice note, Blueface didn't ease into the truth. He didn't warm up, tease it, or build toward it slowly. The moment the live stream started, he was pacing, breathing hard, staring into the camera like a man who'd been holding in rage for far too long. His voice cracked, not from sadness, but from finally letting out months of humiliation in one volcanic eruption. "You want to know the real reason I snapped?" he said. "I bet. Let's talk about Baby." The chat instantly exploded. Thousands of people flooded the comments, spamming, "What happened? Drop the receipts. Tell us now." Blueface leaned closer to the camera, the glow of the screen lighting up his face. "Y'all think I'm insecure? Y'all think I be wilding for no reason? Man, y'all don't know half of what I've been dealing with behind closed doors." And that's when he dropped the first bomb. He said the voice note Lil Baby sent Chrisean wasn't friendly. It wasn't casual. It wasn't anything a man should be sending another man's girlfriend. According to Blueface, the voice note said one chilling line, "Tell your man to chill, you good over here." That one sentence sent the entire live stream into shock, but Blueface wasn't done. It wasn't just a message, he said. It was the timing, the attitude, the tone. Bro said it like he had access to her that I didn't. He ran his hands over his face, fighting frustration. Y'all ever felt played? Like your girl using a whole other dude to get under your skin? Bro, that's what she did. But what set him off wasn't just the voice note, it was what he found after the voice note. Blueface said he discovered an entire folder of hidden messages between Chrisean and Lil Baby, messages she saved under a fake name. Not Baby, not Lil Baby. But a nickname he said she'd never used in her life. That's how I knew she was entertaining it, he said. You don't save a man's messages under a fake contact unless you're trying to hide something. He tapped his finger against his forehead repeatedly, the anger building in every movement. And when I confronted her, she tried to play dumb. She tried to flip it on me, said I was tripping, said it was just networking. Networking what? At 2 a.m.? The chat went feral. But then Blueface dropped the moment that shattered the internet. The picture, he said quietly. Y'all don't even understand. The picture is what broke me. The chat froze. People stopped typing. It felt like the world inhaled at the same time. Blueface's voice dropped to a whisper. I found a picture of her that she never posted, but he had it. The word he stabbed like a knife. Blueface said it wasn't a nude, but it was intimate. A photo she took in a bathroom mirror, hair down, shirt half lifted, tongue out, the kind of playful shot you only send to someone you trust, someone you feel comfortable with, someone who makes you feel powerful. And when I asked her how he got it, she said she didn't remember sending it. Blueface shook his head, laughing in disbelief. She didn't remember. Man, do y'all know how crazy that is to hear? Chrisean allegedly begged him not to overreact, told him he was imagining things, told him he was insecure, told him he was the problem. And I believed her, Blueface said, because that's the kind of idiot in love I was. He looked straight at the camera, the pain visible. But y'all want to know the part that hurts the most? He paused. The chat went silent. She enjoyed it. He said she liked the attention, she liked the validation, she liked the power of having another high-profile rapper eyeing her. And most of all, she liked watching Blueface get jealous. She played in my face, he said. And she played in his face. And the craziest part? Baby thought she was single. That's when he revealed the first twist. Lil Baby allegedly told a mutual friend that he didn't want no drama with Blueface because she told me she wasn't with him like that. That revelation spiraled the live stream into madness. Blueface rested his head in his hands. She tried to make both of us look stupid. She told him we wasn't together. She told me he was just a business contact. So both of us walking around thinking the other one is the clown. He started pacing again, talking faster now, like he couldn't hold the truth back anymore. And yo, I ain't perfect. I done did my dirt. But this was calculated. She was playing a game, and she thought she was slick enough to keep both situations going. Then he dropped the second twist. She wasn't just messaging him, she was linking with him. Chat froze. Comments stopped. Blueface let the silence linger. I ain't say they smashed, he clarified. I ain't say that. But they met up at that event in Atlanta. And she ain't tell me. She lied. She said she wasn't even gonna go, but she went. He said Chrisean stayed in a room upstairs while Lil Baby's team was downstairs in the lobby. She wasn't in his room, he said, but she was in the same hotel. The sting of that detail hit harder than anything else, because sometimes emotional cheating hurts worse than physical cheating. Blueface's voice wavered. She told me she wasn't gonna go anywhere that night. She told me she was at the Airbnb with her friends. But I checked the location, and guess where it pinged? He stared into the camera. The hotel, his hotel. The chat erupted like a bomb. You set me up to be played online, Blueface said. You let the internet clown me while you was out there acting stupid, and I still defended you. But the part that broke him wasn't the messages, it wasn't the photo, it wasn't the hotel. It was what came after. He said Chrisean kept the communication going even after he confronted her, even after she promised she'd block Lil Baby, even after she swore she was done. Women always say men cheat for fun, but women cheat for emotion, for validation, for revenge. And that's why her situation hit different. His voice dropped to a low, trembling tone. I realized she ain't just play me. She enjoyed watching me in pain. And that's when he dropped the first major twist. She told me she only entertained him to make me act right. Her words. The chat exploded. People spammed. What? No way. She said that? Blueface nodded. She said I needed to feel how she felt after everything I did, so she used baby to break me. His face hardened, and she succeeded. The internet barely had time to digest Blueface's meltdown before the next wave hit, harder, faster, and 10 times messier. Because within hours of Blueface exposing the hidden picture, the hotel meetup, the voice note, and Chrisean's revenge play, Lil Baby's name started trending worldwide. And unlike most rappers who stay silent during scandals, Lil Baby didn't stay quiet this time, not publicly, but privately. Oh, he moved. Fast, because according to multiple insiders and a couple of industry bloggers who never miss anything, Lil Baby caught wind of Blueface's live stream within minutes. His team started scrambling, his phone started blowing up. And the very first thing Baby allegedly said when he saw Blueface's clip was, "Ain't no way Shorty did all that." But it wasn't denial, it wasn't outrage, it was confusion. Because from Baby's perspective, he was blindsided. According to people close to him, Lil Baby never knew the extent of Blueface and Chrisean's relationship. He thought they were unstable, off and on, toxic, basically done most of the time. He didn't know she was still calling Blueface my man. He didn't know she was sending Blueface promises during the same week she was sending him selfies. He didn't know she was playing two narratives at the same time. In Baby's circle, one insider said it like this. She told Baby they weren't together for just co-parenting and fighting. Another source said, Baby ain't tried to home wreck nobody. She told him she was single. But that brings us to the shock and reveal. Because Lil Baby wasn't just reacting privately, his people weren't just whispering. Something else came out, something Blueface had no idea existed. A second voice note, a different voice note, Lil Baby sent Chrisean. One Blueface hadn't heard. One Chrisean had hidden even deeper in her messages. One that a leaked screenshot now proves existed. In the second voice note, Lil Baby didn't flirt. He didn't push up on her. He didn't disrespect Blueface. He said something completely different. Look, I don't do drama. You cool, but Ion want no problems. If you in a situation, just say that. That one line flipped everything because it showed something nobody expected. Lil Baby wasn't trying to steal her. He wasn't trying to step into their relationship. He wasn't trying to be messy. He was trying to avoid drama, and suddenly the internet split again. Team Blueface. She was playing Baby and Blueface. Team Lil Baby. She lied to both. Baby ain't know nothing. Team Chrisean. Blueface triggered her. She wanted validation. But the story kept escalating, because within an hour of the second voice note leaking, a crazy new receipt surfaced. A DM, a hidden conversation, a screenshot from Chrisean's old phone backup, and it revealed the real twist. Chrisean wasn't just responding to Lil Baby. She messaged him first, not once, not twice, but multiple times. And the messages weren't innocent. One message said, "You funny Lowell, I'm trying to see what you on." Another said, "Text me, don't message here." Another said, "You moving quiet, I respect that." Fans went insane. Because Blueface wasn't exaggerating. She was entertaining Baby. She was initiating it. She was using him as leverage. And then another screenshot dropped, one that made the internet scream. Chrisean saved Lil Baby's contact not under his real name, but under a woman's name, a completely random female name. The exact kind of trick women use when they're hiding something. Blueface wasn't lying. He wasn't delusional. He wasn't overreacting. He saw what he saw. But then something even crazier happened. An Atlanta blogger posted a blind item claiming that Lil Baby had once confided in someone about Chrisean acting too emotionally attached after only a few conversations. He said she was moving weird, like she wanted a whole story to happen that he wasn't part of. This is where the story flips again, because sources claim Lil Baby actually cut off communication with Chrisean way earlier than Blueface realized. She kept messaging him, but he ghosted her. And that's when Chrisean allegedly did the most desperate thing yet. She told Blueface that Lil Baby was blowing her up. She flipped the story. She reversed the narrative. She painted Baby as the one chasing her. But Baby wasn't chasing, he was distancing. And here comes the next shocking reveal. Remember the Atlanta event where Blueface said Chrisean secretly stayed in the same hotel Lil Baby was in? Rumors now say Lil Baby didn't even know she was there. He was performing. She was hanging with a friend of a friend. They were in the same building, but Baby wasn't there for her. The internet went crazy because it wasn't cheating. It wasn't sneaking. It wasn't a secret link-up. It was Chrisean orchestrating the perfect setup. So Blueface would explode, Lil Baby would look guilty, and she would feel powerful. Power, control, revenge. Those were the weapons she was using. But then the final piece of the reveal dropped, a detail so insane it changed the entire conversation. A friend from Chrisean's inner circle leaked a message she sent during that time, a message that exposed Chrisean's true intention. I just want him, Blueface, to feel the pressure. He think he can do whatever. Watch how he act now. She wasn't falling for Lil Baby. She wasn't cheating. She wasn't trying to build something. She was weaponizing Lil Baby to emotionally destroy Blueface. She wanted him jealous. She wanted him uncomfortable. She wanted him hurt. And worst of all, she wanted him to think Lil Baby wanted her when Lil Baby didn't. The comment sections erupted. People wrote, "This is manipulation." She played a dangerous game. She messed with two men's reputations for attention. Now everything makes sense. But even with all that out, even with the messages, the voice notes, the hotel location, and both men being caught in the middle, the story isn't done. Because the next leak isn't coming from Blueface, it isn't coming from Lil Baby. It's coming from someone who saw Chrisean's behavior off camera, someone ready to expose the part of the story that neither man knows. And what they say changes everything. The moment the new leaks dropped, the hidden messages, the fake contact name, the voice notes Lil Baby never thought would surface, and the receipts proving Chrisean initiated the communication, the entire internet went into full-blown hysteria. TikTok exploded first. Twitter collapsed next. Instagram comments turned into a battleground. And by the time Shade Room reposted the hotel screenshot, it felt like the entire entertainment world had stopped spinning just to watch the chaos unfold. Fans didn't just react, they rioted. People started arguing so hard in the comments that moderators couldn't keep up. One of the top comments under a viral post read, "She played two men like chess pieces. I can't defend her anymore." Another said, "Lil Baby didn't even want her. She was chasing the validation." But the most savage comment, with over 90,000 likes, said, "Chrisean wasn't cheating. She was casting," because it finally hit everyone at once. She wasn't falling in love. She wasn't building a connection. She was performing revenge. Meanwhile, Blueface fans felt vindicated. They flooded Twitter with posts like, "He been saying this for months." She gaslit him the entire time. She manipulated both men. That's wild. She wanted clout so bad she created a fake triangle. Team Chrisean fought back aggressively. She did this because Blueface traumatized her. If she wanted attention from another man, that's on him. He pushed her to this point with all his disrespect. But Team Lil Baby, they were the loudest of all. "Baby don't chase nobody, girl. Stop playing with his name." This proves Baby wasn't the problem. She was trying to trap him into the drama and he backed away. Celebrities jumped into the mess like it was the Super Bowl. A well-known comedian tweeted, "Chrisean got Baby, Blue," and the internet stressed, "That's talent." A female rapper posted, I knew something was off when she kept mentioning baby in interviews. Women don't lie like that unless there's an agenda. Another influencer uploaded a TikTok saying she made herself look like the girl every man wants, when really she was the one doing the chasing. But the craziest reactions came from the rap industry. One producer wrote, "Baby ain't messy. If he distanced himself, that means she was moving wild." A well-connected engineer said, "Blueface wasn't jealous. He was informed." Even a rival rapper who rarely speaks went viral with a single tweet. Some girls love chaos more than peace. Meanwhile, bloggers, podcasters, and YouTubers launched emergency live streams to break down every message, every voice note, every timeline overlap. Some creators spent hours analyzing screenshots like forensic scientists trying to solve a murder case. One popular commentator said, "Chrisean played everybody, Blueface, Baby, the fans. All of them were puppets in her emotional war." But the debate didn't stop there, because the real explosion came when someone from Chrisean's own circle spoke out anonymously. The insider said, "She didn't like Baby. She liked the power. She liked seeing Blue pressed. She liked knowing Baby thought she was single." That statement hit like a grenade. People started reposting it everywhere. This makes everything make sense. She didn't want Baby. She wanted leverage. She was never going to cheat. She just wanted the upper hand. Fans on Twitter turned the whole mess into a psychological deep dive. She used Baby as a mirror to reflect Blueface's toxic behavior back at him. She weaponized attention because she felt powerless. She thought hurting Blueface emotionally would make him finally respect her. But the reactions weren't just emotional. Some were terrified. Because this wasn't just messy drama. This was manipulation, strategy, game plan, emotional warfare disguised as flirtation. And people started saying things like, "This isn't normal behavior. She needs therapy, not a camera." This is what happens when trauma meets attention. Even worse, Lil Baby's fans refused to let his name be dragged any further. They flooded his posts with comments like, "She was lying to both men. Protect Baby at all costs. Baby was avoiding drama. She tried to pull him into a tornado." One TikTok with 4 million views summed it up perfectly. She wasn't trying to sleep with Lil Baby. She was trying to make Blueface lose his mind. And judging by Blueface's meltdown, it worked. But then the industry took the drama to the next level, a level nobody was prepared for. A major gossip journalist claimed this entire situation might have affected Baby's personal relationship. The rumor swirling around said someone close to Lil Baby's world felt blindsided when this scandal resurfaced. Screenshots circulated that showed private messages from months ago, messages suggesting someone in Baby's life confronted him about Chrisean's name popping up. Nothing was confirmed, but the internet didn't care. The story wasn't slowing down, it was catching fire. And that's when things got even darker. A backup dancer who worked at the same Atlanta event dropped a comment under a viral post. "Y'all only know half the story. Chrisean was acting way too comfortable backstage." That comment was deleted within minutes. But screenshots were everywhere. It fed the speculation. It fed the anger. It fed the storyline. Everything pointed to one terrifying conclusion. This wasn't a love triangle. This was a psychological battlefield, and Chrisean was orchestrating it. But the next twist, the next reveal, the part no one is ready for? It's not coming from Blueface. It's not coming from Lil Baby. It's not coming from Chrisean's circle. It's coming from the footage, real footage, unreleased footage, footage someone has been holding on to until now. The internet thought it had seen everything, the voice notes, the hidden selfies, the fake contact name, the secret hotel location, the messages proving Chrisean was playing Blueface and Lil Baby at the same time. But none of that compared to what dropped next. Because while fans were arguing, celebrities were reacting, and bloggers were dissecting every frame of Blueface's live stream, a mysterious burner account posted something that made the internet go instantly silent. "I have the footage. You're all missing the real story. People laughed at first, called it fake, a lie, a clout chase. Until the burner account posted one still image, a blurry, low-lit backstage angle, Chrisean in the corner of the frame, Lil Baby walking past her leaning, ever so slightly, toward him, his head turning, her smiling, his hand brushing her shoulder. It wasn't explicit, it wasn't incriminating, it wasn't romantic, but it wasn't nothing, because it proved one thing. Chrisean lied about never seeing him that night. The internet exploded, but before people could fully absorb the still image, the burner account dropped another bomb. The video is 47 seconds long. You only saw half a second. People begged, cried, threatened, accused, demanded the clip, and then the burner posted the full video, a shaky phone recording, clearly taken by someone backstage at the Atlanta event, a chaotic angle behind speakers and lights. But the audio? Crystal clear. Chrisean called out Lil Baby's name. She said it quietly, playfully, like she'd said it before. He stopped, turned around, smirked, and said, "You good?" The tone wasn't flirty. It wasn't thirsty. It wasn't disrespectful. It was familiar, like he'd spoken to her before, like he'd already been texting her, like he recognized her instantly. Chrisean took one step closer. He leaned down slightly, like he wanted to hear her better. And then, the part that froze viewers, she touched his wrist. Not a grab, not a pull, just a touch. A soft, slow, deliberate touch. The internet went feral. Screenshots flooded timelines. Hashtags exploded. People screamed, "Oh, she lied. Baby knew her. Blueface wasn't crazy. This is the video that changes everything." But the clip wasn't over. Because the final 10 seconds, that's where the real twist punched everyone in the face. As Lil Baby walked away, someone off camera whispered, "I told you she was talking to him." Chrisean whipped her head around, visibly startled. She wasn't expecting to be overheard. She wasn't expecting witnesses. Her expression changed instantly, from flirty confidence to panic. And she said one damning sentence, "Don't say nothing. Blueface will tweak." That was it. That was the kill shot. She knew Blueface would explode. She knew Baby was off limits. She knew the situation was messy. And she still did it anyway. Not for love, not for fame, not for clout, for chaos, for retaliation, for the high of watching everything fall apart. The video spread in minutes. Millions watched it. Millions argued. Millions rewound the exact moment she said the line, and suddenly the entire narrative shifted. Again, Blueface wasn't the villain. Lil Baby wasn't the aggressor. Chrisean wasn't the victim. This was manipulation. This was intentional. This was calculated emotional destruction. But the nightmare wasn't over, because after the video leaked, the burner account posted one final message before disappearing forever. If you think that's bad, you should see what she did after the footage cuts. And then the account vanished, deleted, gone, no trace, no reposts, no backups, leaving one haunting question echoing across every platform. What happened after the camera stopped recording? Because if this is only the first 47 seconds, what's coming next might be something even the internet isn't ready for. And after everything you just witnessed, after the hidden texts, the fake contact name, the hotel location, the voice notes, the insider leaks, the backstage footage, and that one sentence, "Don't say nothing, Blueface will tweak." The real question now is the one nobody can answer. What happened after the camera stopped rolling? Because if that was only the first 47 seconds, if that was the part someone was willing to leak, if that was only the beginning of the conversation between Chrisean Rock and Lil Baby, then what was in the rest of the footage? Why did the burner account disappear? Who recorded the clip? Who was the person whispering off camera? And why did Chrisean panic the moment she realized someone heard her? There is clearly more footage, more receipts, more drama Blueface never knew about. More details Lil Baby thought would stay buried. More secrets Chrisean hoped the world would never see. And now you need to weigh in. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Do you think Chrisean was flirting? Do you think she was manipulating both men? Do you think Lil Baby knew she was still with Blueface? Or was this the moment Chrisean crossed the line? And the biggest question, the one nobody is brave enough to say out loud, if this 47-second clip exists, what else is on that phone? Your comments, theories, and predictions are everything, because this story is far from over. More footage is rumored, more leaks are coming, more insiders are talking, and if you thought this was wild, just wait until the next drop detonates the entire internet. So hit like, smash subscribe, turn your notifications on. Because the next twist in this Blueface Chrisean Lil Baby disaster, it's coming, and it might just break the whole internet in half.